Parlay, what's up with this movie getting canceled because Kim Jong, whatever the hell his name is, doesn't like it?
Well, one place where freedom of speech will never be infringed on is the spread.
Please believe.
Welcome to the Steel City. Is everybody ready to go? It's we're playing the greatest radio show.
Welcome, fans. It's time again for the Friday Night Insight. Everybody's best time of Friday night. In studio, I got the best group of guys in the world. To my left, I got Johnny Parlay. To his left, Big Easy. To his left, J Dash. That's a lot of lefts, guys.
Sweating.
It's warm in studio today.
Studio's
It might
roasting.
be your guys' favorite part of the week, but mine's when I'm done with all this work I have to do after we're done.
Jay Dash, the behind-the-scenes man, has come up to the forefront, and he's working triple overtime.
Believe it.
Why me?
Poor guy had to work extra because I went down hard with the flu the last couple days. 6-7 day flu, man. That's unprecedented.
He's got the losing streak blues.
Losing streak blues. I'm going to have the Johnny Parlay party time tomorrow night. You better be ready. I'm going to burn your house to the ground.
Bring it, but you know what? I got to be up early to check DeMarco Murray's status because I got the big fantasy Super Bowl on Sunday morning, and Murray is all over the place, all over the map as far as his status. Looks like he's playing, but Jay Dash, am I playing him? Am I starting him? What am I doing?
100%. You got to make sure he's going to play, and if he does, you have to put him in your lineup. There's no other way around it.
I got to think they're not targeting him on too many passes, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't think so. I seen in practice he did have a one-handed catch, but it was ugly looking.
Are you calling DeMarco Murray ugly?
Yeah, well, he ain't the greatest looking guy in the world. He can bang his roommate's wife, though.
Oh, yeah, he loves banging his roommate's wife. That's his favorite thing to do. Tony Romo, beware.
Maybe karma came around to bite him in the hand.
Smashed his hand. Well, what else you got going on in fantasy? Who else you got?
Who else I got on the team and who am I playing?
Who else you got on your team?
Well, I'm playing, my opponent's Jason Mad Money Payne, who's just been a beast all year. He's got the highest total points for the season. He's got Beckham, you know, but you asked me who my team is, so I'll explain my team a little bit. Well, I got Murray at the back, got Andrew Luck.
Joik Bell?
I got Joik Bell running back.
Imposter Bell.
Julian Edelman, who's been a nice sleeper pick. I don't know what round I picked him up in, but I got him. I got Calvin Johnson, who hasn't really been performing like he usually does fantasy-wise, but I still got him. I got A. Gates, who was another late pickup, and the rest is just nonsense, you know, like slackers. I got Golden Tate. He's my flex guy, and he's been very consistent. But the other team's just it's going to be like Super Bowl 10 when Joe Namath called out the win.
Wasn't that Super Bowl 3?
Yeah,
3-10. I told him I'm not good at math. I don't got my I didn't bring my iPhone abacus, but I know I'm favored to have more points, but there's no way. I have to be the underdog as far as the weekly line. So check with your local book, but I think that Johnny Parlay is going to be about a 12-point underdog, but take that. I'm a home dog.
Home dog. You love the home dog.
Well, listen, I'm reading here. It says, on Thursday, Murray said the final decision to play would be his, and Coach Jason Garrett agreed to an extent. So that looks good for you because DeMarco Murray wouldn't sit himself.
Well,
no, he needs that money to bang those chicks.
That's right. Tweet us at what?
Bet_the spread.
And DeMarco Murray, give the spread your status update.
Dash, what's our YouTube address?
You can find us at youtube.com/betthespread.
Search us all day long. If you're at work, search a spread. If you're at home, search a spread.
That's
right. If
right.
you're riding on the bus, you know what to do.
Well, Johnny Parlay will give the update next week, whether I'm the champ or not. But either way, no one wants to hear about my fantasy. You can listen to the fantasy segments for that. This is the spread. This encompasses all sports.
You're a champion in our hearts already, John.
And including this pre-Christmas baseball action going on. There's a lot of stuff going down today.
Free agency bonanza.
Yeah, well, first, the Pirates signed Corey Hart. He was a 30 home run guy a few years ago. That was back in 2010, maybe 2011. And then he got hurt, missed a full season, came back, played a season with Seattle, and didn't look good. He wasn't fully healthy, but he didn't look like himself. So hopefully he can have a bounce-back year this year. And it may give them a little bit room to put Pedro out there on the market and see if they can get a nice return for him. But if not, I'd just stick with Pedro, and Corey Hart would be a nice platoon player. And plus, you can play him in right field, too.
Now, Big Easy hit 30 home runs for WCCC 10 years ago when he played for them. Does that mean we can strap him up in a Major League uniform and call him a good first baseman?
I'll take him.
If he'd have kept at it.
I don't know. I don't know if you're allowed to drink as much beer as he does while you play baseball.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
my
tough.
my demise was that baseball team. Every person on that team was an influence.
What was the career highlight there, Easy?
The career highlight, just the team, my teammates. I mean, it's funny how athletes say that all the time, but that's the truth. I don't even remember playing baseball. I just remember the guys I played with.
Well, how about what the Padres have been doing recently? First, they traded for Kemp. They finally got that deal finalized either yesterday night or today. And then they went out and traded for Will Myers, who was a former top prospect. He didn't pan out yet, but he's still very young. And he has a huge upside. He has power. He has speed. And then they just went out and traded for Justin Upton today, too. They went out and traded for Will Middlebrooks today from Boston to play third base. They went out and traded for Derek Norris, the catcher from the A's today. The Padres are trying to get good fast.
That's right. That's not a Neil Huntington type of organization there.
No, they're spending tons of money in San Diego this season.
Jeez.
Jim Sello, our esteemed host, we know you love the box. What's your opinion on this signing?
On the Hart signing?
That, yeah.
I think the dude's garbage. I don't care what he did in 2010. Every time I try to say that the Pirates were garbage for 20 straight years, when Dash is telling me how good they are now, he says past stats don't matter. I could give a crap less about this dude's stats from 2010. I want to know what he's going to do this year, and if he's in a Pirate uniform, it's going to be probably nothing. The Pirates have had such terrible luck at first base in pretty much our whole lives. In our generation, like our lives, who's the best Pirate first baseman? Jeff King, Kevin Young?
Sean Casey.
Dude's garbage. The
I would
Pirates
say Adam
organization.
LaRoche.
Adam LaRoche was garbage.
Best
Adam LaRoche is garbage.
for the Pirates, he was.
He wasn't well, look at what else they had, man. He's one of the better first basemen for the Pirates, even though he's been better since he left the Pirates. He's still, I mean, like he said, Kevin Young maybe.
I'll take Jeff King.
I'll take anyone over Adam LaRoche. That guy's a bum.
Jeff
Capital
King.
B.
Isn't
Tweet
he the
us.
guy that we had an argument about
No,
before
don't tweet
that
us.
just
You're garbage, LaRoche.
he hated baseball so much that he just quit one day when he
I
got
think
his
that's who it
tenure or
was.
whatever?
Yeah. As soon as he got tenure, he just quit so he could get
So,
it.
Jeff King, you're a bum.
Yeah, dude's garbage, but he's still the best first baseman we ever had.
He played third base.
Yeah, he
He
played
played first,
mostly
too.
third base. He did play some first.
You know, the sad thing is we have to worry about every team in this division. I mean, Cubs picking up Lester. I mean, thank God Russell Martin didn't go there. You heard the rumblings that they were interested somewhat. I mean, good thing he didn't go there, but they got Lester. They got young talent. They got money.
They got a manager.
I think the
St.
Cubs
Louis,
actually went out
yeah.
and got Miguel Montero to play catcher, if I remember correctly, and he's one of the better catchers in baseball, too. The Cubs are very young. They have a ton of young talent.
Did you just say the Cardinals went out and got somebody? A catcher?
No, the Cubs.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Cardinals.
No,
I was
the
gonna say,
Cardinals
where the hell
have-
Molina go?
Yeah, Yadier Molina.
This is
Favorite
what I was
player.
telling Jim the other day. Like, Steelers are in, like, arguably the best division in football right now. And you can make an argument that the Pirates are in the best division in baseball. Why is that? Why?
It's just this.
Why can't we catch these bum divisions and keep winning and keep being there?
to make
Yeah,
all
but the
these
Steelers
moves.
were in the AFC North / AFC Central going back, 15, 20 years.
Ohio
was
garbage.
predominantly terrible, yeah. Rooney made one of the greatest moves when he brought the Steelers franchise into the AFC when they first merged the AFL and the NFL, because he knew it was going to be the weaker conference, and by having a good team, you could easily dominate that conference over the other one. So the Pittsburgh Steelers have had it pretty easy as far as division opponents go. There's always been at least one good one, but never really like it is right now. The AFC North is the best division in football, and I'll agree, Easy. I think the NL Central is one of the best divisions in baseball.
Speaking of the Steelers, they got 2 games left, both important. And I was thinking this last week before they played Atlanta. Are they going to win out? Well, they're 1/3 of the way there. They got 2 left. Are they going to do it?
I hope they win out because I predicted them to go 11-5, and I want to be right because y'all know how much I love to be right.
That's hardcore if they win out.
Hey, man, we won 8 straight to win the Super Bowl in 05.
What we got left? We got the Chiefs.
We got the Chiefs and we got the Bengals.
So It's very possible.
We have to win out
Well, how
if we
about-
want to win the division, really.
Yeah, if you want to win the division, if you want to make the playoffs, all you have to do is win this week. Just beat KC. But Johnny Parlay, I heard you talking all season about how terrible the
How
Steelers
terrible, yeah.
are.
You
And
were trying
all
to
they
make
have
me
to
say how
do is
bad they
win one
were.
game and they're in.
I don't know if YouTube archives or whatever, but I think you're smoking some silly stuff. I don't know about that. I do remember somewhat. I don't know if it was a dream or I was in a coma, but I do remember Jim Sella at one point bowing down and saying they're just not good. Because
I
that was
do
my
remember
quote
that,
for
too.
the first quarter of the season. But
Well,
they
not
turned
all
it
did.
around. They're on fire right now.
Look who just stopped in.
Look who rolls into the spread studio strapped with heat and blades and a beer.
Just in time
That
to
sounds
answer
safe, doesn't it?
to answer this little
Spread security
survey.
is in the
Spread
building.
security's in the house, folks. Everybody's much more safe.
Just in time, Mr. Jeff Keel.
Santa's definitely coming now.
I got a question for you. Steelers, 2 games left. Chiefs, Bengals, they gonna win out?
Like the way they looked against Cincinnati the first game. Ben Roethlisberger had an outstanding game. Brown was on top of his game. The defense made some timely stops. And the Chiefs, I'm just not scared of the Chiefs. I
I'm
know-
scared of the Chiefs.
No, Jeff actually beat up Alex Smith one time. We met him at a frat party when we were in college. And Smith started running his mouth, calling Jeff short or something. I don't really know exactly what happened. But then Jeff laid him out with a left, and I think he caught him with about 2 or 3 more rights. Smith was trying to manage the fight by grappling a little bit, but you can't be a game manager when it comes to a street fight. So he got his ass beat then, just like Kansas City's going to get their ass beat this week.
Yeah, I've
I'm
never
liking-
seen that on Deadspin.
I'm loving Pittsburgh this week, man.
Oh, Kill, real quick. We talked about this earlier. What do you think about the Corey Hart signing for the Pirates?
I don't know, man.
Garbage.
Can't say I care for it much.
Don't care for it?
Ouch. We don't want to hear that.
He's true and true.
Jeff's like me. He doesn't want a bum retread who
Well,
used to be good.
What was that?
The guy's
1 year
got big,
deal,
the guy's got big
$2.5 million.
home run capability. You know, nobody's disputing that. But
He's not starting.
how's that going to help them in the long? I mean, maybe give you a power bat off the bench. I mean, but
A nice fourth outfielder,
you got
I
to pull.
think.
Yeah, well, yeah, it could be.
Well, what about Travis Snyder? I thought you loved him, Mr. Rosacea.
I don't have a problem with Travis Snyder, but I'd rather have Corey Hart. What's wrong with that?
I'd rather have Corey
Not
Hart
me.
than Travis Snyder, too, but you're the one who loves Travis
Well,
Snyder.
I'm
You got
down
a
with
poster
Travis.
of
I
him
have
in your
no
car.
problem with Travis Snyder.
Travis is a part of the team.
Pack
Bringing
your
in
bags.
bums. Bringing in bums. Hart. Yeah.
Heart's better than Snyder. No,
Everybody's
doubt.
better than Snyder.
I don't know.
Oh.
Snyder's gotten a lot
Spread
better, I
solo.
think, over the past couple of years. You know, he has a good gap power, surprising amount of pop in his bat.
There's no room for him in the outfield.
He has a
anyway.
permanent suntan or
He
sunburn.
comes off the bench and he had some big
Well,
home runs last year.
He's a guy that could spot start for you, both corner outfield.
He's gonna be
positions.
spot starting because the outfield's already set.
Well, I think you said it perfectly, Jim Sella, with the retread comment. So when we go to a Bucko game, if I can drag you to one this year, you want to start the chant retread when he comes up to the plate?
Went to a game with me last year.
I'll go to any Bucko game because
Well,
I'm
we'll-
a true
we'll-
fan.
And we'll humiliate anybody while we're there.
All right, Kill. How about what do you think of the San Diego's outfield now with Kemp, Upton, and Myers as their 3 outfielders? Will Myers.
Will Myers in San Diego now.
Yeah, Will Myers is in San Diego.
Stuff
Justin
popped
Upton
off today,
and Matt
Keel.
Kemp.
See, I've had my head in the sand. I've been at work all day, so
They also went out and got Will Middlebrooks to play third base and Derek Norris to catch.
they were in a bad way as far as payroll down there. I mean, they went through a situation similar that the Dodgers went through.
They're spending tons of money now.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the Dodgers,
San Diego's a good market.
the Dodgers claimed bankruptcy, and then about a week later, I remember they signed Matt Kemp to like almost a $150 million deal or
Well, I mean,
whatever.
you
I
don't
don't
forget
understand.
that divorce settlement that happened there.
It's
You know,
ridiculous,
that had
though.
all these women always taking all these dudes' money.
Well, I mean, the Dodgers' payroll was really messed up for a time being. You know, and they actually only had mediocre teams for a couple years. You know,
I remember.
Parlay's going to look for the woman with the money, and then when the divorce settlement comes around, Parlay's going to cash out.
Then you get the money. That's the way to do it.
So
Cash
tweet
out
us.
on some other chick's money.
Tweet us at.
Bet_the_spread, ladies.
We got 5 good-looking employees here, and we're going to marry into wealth.
Please believe. You guys want to hang out with us on New Year's? Hit us up on Twitter. We're going to let you know where we're at. We'll be live tweeting all night from the casino, from Blush Gentlemen's Club. maybe even just from the street on the south side. You never know where we're going to be at, but you best be sure wherever we are, craziness will ensue.
Spend the holidays with the spread. What else want to talk about here tonight on this pre-Christmas Friday?
Well, what about that movie, Parlay, that got shut down by Kim Jong-un?
I just don't get it. I mean, are we really going to bow down like that? The spread ain't bowing down like that.
Yeah,
Bring it
man.
on, Kim Jong-un.
Hell no.
On.
Kim Jong-un don't really like the spread. We don't really care. We're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah, you want to cyber attack us? Bring it, bro.
I'm pretty sure none of the people over there even have computers. Only the government has computers. So you know it had to be government officials hacking our shit.
Well, either way, go ahead and follow us there, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter. We're going to follow Kim Jong-un so we know what's going on and we can get this movie back on. Seth Rogen and James Franco are a pretty funny duo, if you ask me. It wasn't going to be the greatest movie ever. Probably wouldn't have had the most intricate plot in the world. But it would have been good stoner comedy. And that's always a good thing when you put two stoners together. They make people laugh. That's what they're supposed to do. I don't see what the big deal is.
Well, what are you supposed to do? Be a movie studio and let a movie go on, and then what if a bomb would go off in a movie theater at that?
North Korea,
okay.
Yeah, but right
North
now
Korea,
we're
what if it was
we're
some
letting
just
them win right
white
now.
crazy
You're
dude?
allowing another
What if
country
it
to
was-
determine what you are allowed to say. That's ridiculous. This is America.
Need to fight for what we believe in.
You better believe it. If you don't want your rights taken away from you, you got to fight for them. Nobody's just going to give you rights.
I will
Freedom of
say
speech, freedom of speech, that's right.
I hear the big easy on this one as far as if something does happen, then yeah, I'm talking a big game right now, but if something does happen, we might have to pull this episode from YouTube. But I just say, bring it, Bring it. You're a little P, and we're the big pod. Bring it, Kim Jong-un.
You got nothing.
You want, in fact, I'll give you a free pick, Kim Jong-un. You watch football, bro? You watch football?
Well,
He watches basketball, I know that. Him and Dennis Rodman are best friends.
Well, take
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lakers tonight, you bum.
they do have some capable computer hackers, though, I guess, right?
I guess we got
they
10-year-old
they
kids
got
that
some
can do that
capabilities.
sitting in
Yeah,
their
right.
parents' basements. So I don't really give a crap about their government hackers. What I don't get is if anybody who's seen Team America World Police, what they did to Kim Jong-il was way worse, I'm sure, than what they were going to do to Kim Jong-un in this.
Oh, now-
so what's the big deal?
You just reminded them now. Trey and Matt better look out.
Trey and Matt are comedic geniuses. South Park's awesome. That movie's awesome. I haven't seen the Book of Mormon yet, but I'm sure that's awesome. They're hilarious. And to allow a terrorist to dictate what you will or will not say or will not show, I get what you're saying, Easy. What if? But we don't even have to say what if now because they already won by not allowing us to show the movie.
It's what terrorists want, for you to change your way of life, for you to be scared, and for you to cower.
That's it.
America. Fuck yeah.
That's right. Bleep, yeah. You ain't shutting down the spread, though. I'll tell you that.
Nope.
Probably because you'll never hear this, but if it gets big enough, you ain't shutting us down. We'll go on pirate radio. We'll go out in the South Pacific, right? And we'll do a little spread solo from a little dinghy.
Yeah, our producer Jay Dash can definitely whip up something with 2 coconuts, a little bit of string, and maybe some leaves like the professor in Gilligan's Island.
And wants to be so secluded from everybody else, he's on board for this trip.
Please believe, I think he's already left the studio and started to pack.
We got to name our spread dinghy.
The SS Spread'em.
I am that type of person. I like to be alone. There's no way in hell I would go on a dinghy with you four.
Well, you could have your own little private dinghy off
Be
to the
crazy.
side. We'll
There
just
you go.
throw stuff at you whenever we want you to come over. You'll have to paddle over. We'll tie to each other so that we can just pull towards each other. How's that? Is that all right? Like a 55-foot rope in between the boats?
Yeah, we'll
Quick-
keep J Dash
Kind
on
of be like a spread version of the water world, huh?
One quick thing, there was a basketball trade. I think
Rondo gone now.
Rondo to the Mavericks.
Rondo went to Dallas, and money went that way.
Money picks. The only significant individual was Rondo.
Dallas, Mark Cuban. I can give it up to Mark Cuban.
Hometown boy.
He does, I think, everything he can to get a good basketball team going out there, and I applaud that.
Oh,
I
he
wish-
spends money.
I wish we had like some, a particular owner in this
He
city
tried to buy the Pirates.
to just pay
Who, Mark Cuban?
pay up.
He was interested in buying the Pirates whenever Bob Nutting stole them and made us garbage.
Spread prediction: if I ever hit the Powerball for that big money, I'm buying the Pirates.
All you fans out there, you got to back us because we're taking the spread to the Shark Tank. We're going to present this show on the Shark Tank and make Cuban represent us. We want to get big, baby.
That's right.
We're all about you, all our fans out there. We got T-Watt, one of our favorites. And we got to give a shout out here to the Spinner Man who called us out for making an error last week.
I had the flu last week in my defense, if anybody
Jim was
cares.
on all kinds of meds and stuff. He said that
That was
Favre
2 weeks ago.
I had the flu 2 weeks ago in my defense.
saying he was seeing double, so he said Favre had 2 Super Bowl rings when he only had 1.
He had
when we
2
were doing our
appearances.
Favre
2
versus
appearances. I apologize.
Favre versus Rodgers. Check the tape. We don't know what was said.
Break him down because he thinks he's all that, people.
Favre's
so break
still
him down.
better.
So Spinner, we apologize. We were on the morphine drip. We don't know what was going on,
We got that drip from Mochar's Plumbing.
but they fixed that drip.
Please believe.
No, they're gonna think Mochar's a heroin dealer.
So it's about Christmas time. Get your gifts ready, and the Pens got their gift early. Crosby's back already from his illness.
Crosby's so tough, the mumps can't even take him down. Mark Madden kept saying that if LeBron James got Ebola, there would be a cure in a day. I think we should just give Sidney Crosby Ebola. There'll be a cure in a half an hour. The dude, his friggin' neck gets broken, his brain's mush, he's got the mumps, his neck's swollen up to the size of Madden's gut. I don't even know what's going on with this dude, and he's still going out there playing hockey. I had the flu, and I wanted to call off my job the other day.
Flu, maybe you had the
He
mumps.
played solid last night. Just couldn't get it finished.
I don't know, I do have this 3-foot lump coming out of the left side of my neck. Does that look like the mumps to you?
You got the mumps, bro. But you gotta
lumps.
push
The
on.
mumps, the mumps, the mumps.
I mean,
they're
this
in
Penguins
his
squad,
head.
they got such bad luck this year. You got Dupuis down. You got Oli Mata. I mean, what's next? man?
Kunitz, Letang.
Yeah.
They thought Fleury had the mumps. They're testing Grice now for the mumps.
It's Johnson's fault. He brought the mumps with him.
I think Johnson has hemorrhoids, I heard.
Hey,
No.
that's not. This is a sensitive subject. A lot
My-
of people have hemorrhoids.
My Penguin insider sources told me that rumor
It was a false
completely
report?
That was a false report.
All right,
what, the
bleep.
hemorrhoids?
Yeah.
Hey, anyone can get hemorrhoids. Thou dost protest too much, but it's
not-
not a
you need
big deal.
Tux medicated pads. That's
You're
right.
looking at the senior spread hemorrhoid expert.
Senior college / hemorrhoid analyst.
Yeah,
Big
so,
Easy.
I mean,
Tune in at the end of the year. We're doing our hemorrhoid special. It's all our home remedies.
it's rough.
But these pens are looking good. There's not too much to say.
Our
It's
holiday
sorta,
hemorrhoid special.
We're getting to the halfway mark almost of the season, but they look great. But they always look. I mean, it's been a while since the Pens haven't looked good in the regular season.
I'll tell you what, though, Marc-Andre Fleury's been fantastic this year.
Career high in shutouts already.
Yeah, absolutely. Save percentage.
Gotta love it.
Dude's
all those
on
unders.
fire. I've loved Marc-Andre Fleury his whole career. People have hated on him. I've always stood by him. He's won us a Stanley Cup. He's played solid in crunch time. I know he's played bad in crunch time sometimes, but not everybody wins every single year. So I'm going to have to still say Fleury's the best goaltender in franchise history. I'm glad we re-signed him. There definitely isn't anybody out there that we could have gotten to replace him that would have been better. Not saying he's the best goalie in the whole league. I'm saying out of anybody we could have got, nobody would have been better than Fleury.
I love Marc-Andre.
I love those true black and gold jerseys. That's
All right.
all I know.
Well, it's Christmas time. What do y'all want on our going out note? What do you guys want for Christmas?
I'm getting a new driver and my club's regripped. Tearing that golf league up.
Word, Jimmy Sella.
I just want to be able to breathe.
Jeff Keel, what's your weapon? I know you want a weapon of sorts.
Maybe a bolo or like a mace.
Well, I got the combat tomahawk already. Maybe a katana
You already got
blade.
like 6 new hats, so
I know what Jeff
What's
wants for
left?
Christmas. He wants
A
to
new
be allowed
Atlas.
to go give Obama an Indian burn.
no, he wants a
It'd be
new
nice, but then people call me a frickin' racist.
2015 Road Atlas.
And J Dash, what do you want? Like
Got that
a
already.
super speed editing tool so you don't have to sit around here all night and edit?
No, he wants a house in the middle of the woods away from all of us.
Yeah, I just want left alone. I don't want to.
I just want to be left alone. Stop talking
I don't
to
even
me.
want to spend Christmas anywhere at my house because it's gonna be hectic and I don't even feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, Christmas is rough. The older you get, the harder it is.
You heard it first. J Dash is doing a special live all day 24-hour Christmas YouTube special.
Spread solo Christmas special. He's going to lock himself in the closet so nobody can talk to him and only speak to the world through YouTube.
It's the J-Q special.
I'm fortunate that Christmas means time off of work for me, so
Believe
That's
it.
what I'm down with.
Keep
Long,
rubbing it in. I'm on
long
day 8 in a
weekend.
row tomorrow. So
Well, real quick, my pick of the week, I'm going New York Giants. They are plus 6.5 at St. Louis. It's a no-brainer to me. I always lose with St. Louis picks, though, so I'm not too sure.
my pick of the week, Chicago Bears. They're at home against Detroit. They're plus 8.5. Detroit has trouble putting points on the board at home, let alone on the road on that thick, muddy grass field in Chicago. I think Forte is going to be able to play well in this game, even though Detroit has a good D-line. And I think the Bears keep it close. And although Detroit may win, the Bears are going to cover.
I'm just going to go ahead and go with Baltimore because
You love your Baltimore picks.
the teams in our division win at this time of year. And Houston's quarterback, I don't even know who's playing. They should have picked
Case
up.
Keenum.
They should have picked up Terrell Pryor. They would have had a better chance. But
Believe.
whatever. I'm down with Baltimore all the way.
Follow us, Terrell Pryor, on Twitter. I'm just going
Where you at,
Saints.
TV?
I'm going Saints minus 6.5 at home. They're playing Atlanta, and this is a statement game. They're going to say, this is our division. It always has been. This year's been a fluke. This is our game. Go Saints 31-12. That's right, 12.
Nice.
Well, fans, I want to thank everybody for listening. You guys can follow us on Twitter at bet_the_spread. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, spreads.
Go Santa Clausen and Kyle Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Please believe.